Most successful career criminals of modern times are easily recognisable via their neatly tailored business suits or ostentatiously decorated civil and military uniforms. Unlike yesteryear's crooks, this shameless ilk no longer seeks to conceal or disguise identities, preferring a high-profile exposure while basking in propagandised media publicity and contrived interviews. The smug criminal classes I'm referring to here are irredeemably corrupt politicians, high-ranking police officials, senior judiciary, child-raping religious leaders and upper echelons of the military. This is once again evidenced by the predatory talons of corrupt authority clawing into public pockets with yet another racketeering extortion of the most ludicrous traffic fines imaginable for the alleged crime of eating an apple while driving. Evidently, their parasitical speed camera extortion racket, along with pressuring police into meeting unlawful weekly fine quotas, doesn't gouge enough ill-gotten loot to satisfy their slavering gluttony, despite generating countless multi-millions, while having no effect whatsoever on the road toll. But of course, such blatant racketeering has no humanitarian purpose, but rather the racketeering extortion of ever more money from the public they laughingly profess to serve and protect. As sick jokes go, that despicable furphy is an unqualified pearler, but certainly no laughing matter, since the cruel joke gratuitously inflicts punishing expense upon the public. Many disgruntled police are on record expressing disgust at the government-imposed infringements illegally extorting revenue under the threadbare disguise of road safety. Most police officers did not enlist to become armed extortionists for the criminally corrupt government forcing communities into paying for their own debt slavery. However, all police, knowingly issuing unwarranted infringements, are breaking the law and need to let conscience and personal integrity dictate their actions, not unlawful authority, because be assured there will be a time of reckoning. Meanwhile, the high echelon government gangsters imposing this fascist oppression laugh all the way to their criminal banks with the astonishingly lucrative proceeds of never-ending unlawful fines. It must be understood that these predatory parasites won't stop all the while they can gouge easy pickings from the public with unfettered ease. Why would they stop? After all, they've perverted the rule of law to such a degree that inveterately corrupted courts are reduced to commercial administrative tribunals functioning exclusively to facilitate limitless racketeering. Try contesting one of their criminal scam infringements and see how much authentic justice you'll find. None. It doesn't exist, having been brutally extinguished by the goose-stepping jackboots of corporate fascism. When initially exposing this rampant corruption, my report was largely ignored, but anyone seeing justification in imposing intolerably steep fines for eating an apple while driving should think more carefully. This action absolutely does not constitute the offence of driving without due care and attention. The myriad other fallacious excuses trotted out to validate further extortion exemplifies the out-of-control government crime of obtaining money by the use of threats and menaces. This institutionalised crime against society will grow and intensify until the oppressed community, much like the currently burgeoning Yellow Vest movement in France and rapidly spreading elsewhere, decide they've had enough and act. Luciferian organised crime masquerading as government has stolen our constitution, corrupted medicine with the wholesale slaughter of prescription drugs, while viciously perverting the rule of law. This relentless oppression will progressively deteriorate until an intolerably downtrodden public end it themselves by whatever means necessary. Systemic gangsterism derives from the same deep state source as murdered JFK, which was more of a public execution than a straightforward political murder. They orchestrate the never-ending false flag events, including 9/11 along with its murderous aftermath. It's the same bottomless pit of evil, pushing weaponized vaccines, perilously lethal 5G, toxic chemtrails, criminally poisoning the water with neurotoxic fluoride, and now seeking to permanently destroy all clean water reserves with fracking. As previously reported, this is a rapidly escalating war upon humanity and upon the planet itself. We, each and every one of us, have an essential role to play in actively opposing and terminating this genocidal and ecocidal assault, because no one is coming to the rescue. I recommend deciding upon your best course of action and doing whatever you can while you still can. The hour is late, but the exposed enemy of criminally corrupt government under the control of satanic puppet masters is known to us all, and it must be defeated. Thank you for watching.